हरे कृष्णा। तो मैं स्टार्ट करता हूँ।
प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा। धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
धन्यवाद प्रणाम सभी को।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
कृष्णा जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम। आमे से जो 26 सेकंड एवेन्यू रा जस्ट पूर्व पार्ट का हमें पढ़थिले। 26 सेकंड एवेन्यू टा केमतिया देखिबा को तार आखा पाखरे कोन बिल्डिंग और से सब गुडा में 26 8 रिज्यूम करिए। When a week had passed, एटा पढ़ले गोटे वीक भितर माने खोजी की काढिबे जगहटा तापरे एटा मैं पढ़ितला मतलब खाली लास्ट पेज टा बाकी था। ए जो घर भड़ाटा केते पड़िबो कोठी एटा पढ़ितला। $196 $25 से डिस्काउंट करिबो तो मेंबर हो ले राजी है प्रोग्राम $20 तो $176 से दिया हो। So now it is time to move the Swami into his new place. A few friends who were on hand accompanied the Swami over to the Bhavri loft. Maybe they weren't prepared to become his surrendered disciples, but continuing towards the first month's rent and volunteering a few hours of work to help set up this place were exactly the kind of things they could do very willingly. At the loft, they all gathered up portions of the Swami's belongings, and then they all started out on foot of Bauri. It was like a safari. Caravan of half a dozen men loaded with Swami's things. Michael carried his heavy robots reel to reel, and even the Swami carried 2 suitcases. So they did everything so quickly that it wasn't until they were well on their way and Mike's arm began to ache that he realized, why didn't we bring a car? तो एटा पढ़िथिल जे हमें सेटा भी देखिथिले एपिसोड टा जे प्रभुपाद आनिया को प्रभुपाद को नुआ घर को शिफ्ट करछंदी आ जिंस पत्र सब धरि के लोड करी नउछंदी आ देखिला बेले माइक्रो पर मन पड़ला मोटे कार काई नै गलो आ देखुछन जे प्रभुपाद दी हाथ तीटा सुटकेस धरि आगे आगे चली पड़। It was the end of June and a hazy summer sun poured its heat down to the Bauri jungle, starting and stopping. The strange safari, stretching for over a block, slowly trekked along. Swamiji struggled with his suitcase past the seemingly unending row of restaurants, supply shops, and lamp stores between Grand, Broom, and Spring Streets. Sometimes he paused and rested, setting his suitcases down. So he was finally moving from the Bowery. His electrician friend on the 72nd Street would have been relieved, although perhaps he would have been disapproved of the 2nd Avenue address also. At least he was finished, residing on Skid Row. He walked on past the homeless men outside the Salvation Army shelter, past the open door taverns, stopping at streetlights, standing alongside total strangers, keeping an eye on the progress of his procession of friends who struggle along behind him. तो प्रभुपाद तो दौड़ दौड़ पळौଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ प्रभुपाद वेट करथिले कारण ताको जेतोळ स्ट्रीट लाइट पड़थिला प्रभुपाद सेठी वेट करथिले कारण ताकर शिष्य बा जवान शिष्य हेबे सवारे आसी चली आस पनसले जोर जोर The Bauri artists and musicians saw him as highly evolved. They felt that the spirit was moving him and were eager to help him set up his own place so that he could do his visible spiritual thing and spread it to others. He was depending on them for help, yet they knew he was on a higher level. He was his own protector, or as he said, God protected him. ସେମାନେ ସବୁ ଜାଣି ପାରୁଥିଲେ ଯେ ପ୍ରଭୁପାଦଙ୍କର କୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କ ସହିତ କନେକ୍ସନ ଅଛି. The Swami and his young friends reached the corner of Bauri and Houston, turned right and proceeded east. Gazing steadily ahead, as he walked, he saw the southern end of 2nd Avenue, 1 block away. At 2nd Avenue, he would turn left, walk just 1 block north across 5th Street, and arrive at his new home. तापर प्रभुपाद एभଳି ଭାବରେ ବାଉରୀରୁ ହ୍ୟୁଷ୍ଟନରୁ ବାହାରିକି ଏବେ ଆସିକି 2nd Avenue ର ସାଉଥ ଆଡୁ ଗଲାଣି ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଏଠି ଏବେ କିନ୍ତୁ ମ୍ୟାପ ରେ ଏଟା ଦେଖିବ ଆଉ ଜଷ୍ଟ ୱାକ୍ 1 block north away ସେଇଠି ହେଲା ଅଛି north across 5th Street and arrive at new home. As he passed the end subway entrance, the storefront came into view. Matchless gifts. He gripped his suitcase and moved ahead. At 2nd Avenue and Houston, he hurried through a break in a rapid traffic. He could see green trees holding their heads above the high courtyard wall, reaching up like overgrown weeds in the space between the front and rear buildings of his
পায় না এই হচ্ছে থাকে না এই পায়ে ঠান্ডা কি হয়ে যায় না চামড়াগুলো
এই যাଉଛି এটা পড়ে দিয়ে যাଉଛି কারণ এটারে जो description ଅଛି ଆମେ ଥାଇ ଇଂଲିଶ କେମିତି ବୁଝିବା ତାପରେ ଏଇଭଳି ଭାବରେ ସେମାନେ ବିଲ୍ଡିଂ ସବୁ କ୍ରସ୍ କରିକି ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ନୂଆ ଆଡ୍ରେସ. The street side buildings housed his meeting hall and the rear building apartment where he would live and translate. तो आगपट्टा जोटी स्ट्रीट अछि सेट प्रभात कर मन सेंटर हो जोटा इस्कन आ पछपटे जोटा घर वाला हो गोटे सेटला प्रभात रहियो सेटा पछपटे. Adjoining the storefront building on its north side was a massive 9-story warehouse. बहुत बड़ा warehouse. The storefront structure was only 6 stories. सेटा 6 तला and seemed appended to the larger like its diminutive child. पर दीटा बिल्डिंग में लागी की थिला लगता है एटा 6 तला एटा 9 तला. On its southern side, Bhaktivedanta Swami new temple showed a surface of plain cement and was free of any adjoining structure. There is only the spacious lot of busy mobile service station that bordered on First Street. As Bhaktivedanta Swami approached the storefront, he could see 2 small lanterns decorating the narrow doorway. And there was no certainty of what awaited him here. So even नुआ जगह ऐसे प्रभात पहुंच गए लेनी प्रभात जान पाना चाहिए कौन अच्छे आगु. But already there has been good signs that these American young people, mad though they sometimes were, could actually take part in Lord Chaitanya Sankirtan. Perhaps this new address would be the place where he could actually get a footing with his International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So eventually, Prabhupada was struggling alone, and now he has a couple of young people who are following him. So now, chapter 2, planting the seed. एटू इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट स्टार्ट हुआ है. Prabhupada struggle देखिए तापर हम देखिए how Prabhupada will march ahead. Bhaktivedanta Swami's new neighborhood was not as run down as the nearby Bauri. though it certainly was less than quaint. Right across from a storefront, a row of tombstones looked out from the somber, dimly lit display windows of Wisner Brothers and paper memorials. North of Wisner Brothers was Sam's Luncheonette. Luncheonette. Next to Sam stood an ancient four-story building, marked AIR. Then Ben J. Horowitz Monuments. And finally, Square's funeral home. On the next block at number 43, a worn canvas awning jutted out into the sidewalk. Provenzano, Lanja Funeral Home. Then there was a Cosmos Parcels Importers, and a few blocks of further uptown, the prominent black and white signboard of the Village East Theatre movie. So ये सब description है लिखा ही and up a block, but on the same side of avenue as a storefront was the Church of the Nativity, an old three-story building with new blue paint and a gold-colored cross on top. Six-story 627th Avenue, 22nd Avenue faced covered by greenish fire escape couched against the massive 9-story Knickerbocker fire roof warehouse. Very too interesting start off. So it was main traffic artery for East Manhattan. जने जदि East Manhattan जीवा तो सब सही बाटे दे गाड़ी जाती है. And the stoplight at the intersection of Houston and Second pumped a stream of delivery trucks, taxis. तो ये सब उड़ा बहुत मैंने busy road से चला से. Past भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी स्टोर. ये सामना देखी मैथलेस गिफ्ट सामना देखी सब गाड़ी जाती है. From early morning till night, there would be cars zooming in, followed by sound of brakes, competitive tension of waiting bumper to bumper, impetus, honking, then gears grinding, engines rumbling and revving. And again the zooming by. The traffic was distractingly heavy. विभिन्न जिनसे सब traffic traffic at 22nd Avenue there was actually two storefronts. One was to the north and one which was a coin laundry, and the one to the south had been a gift shop but was now vacant. ऐसे फोटो देख लेना बाएं पटे जो सही अगला लोकड़ा जो बाहला बताए क्या चल रहा है पहले जिससे प्रोपा दो सही पट्टा हला coin laundry coin पकेबो laundry कपड़ा ये बड़ा की जाची and one to south hela is shop. Both had narrow entrance, large display window and dull paint. Paint area puruna. Beneath the matchless gift sign was a window 6 feet square. Tathole matchless gift lekha hai tathole window 6 feet wale. That a few weeks before had displayed matchboxes decorated with photos of movie stars of the 30s and 40s. The sign matchless gifts was the only remaining memento of the nostalgic gift shop that had recently moved out. तो सब किसी रो केवल ये जो matchless gift लेखा टा खाली थिला बाकी सब जिनसे बाहर कर रहे थे. Below the shop's window, a pair of iron doors in the sidewalk hid stone steps to the cellar and boiler room. The wide sidewalk had been laid down in the sections of various shapes and sizes at different times in years past. तो ये जो side door टा थिला, matchless gift रो side रे जो door टा थिला, जो पटे entry करन्ती, तो सही पटे सेरा विभिन्न shape आगुरु रही बहुत थरा सेरा कुछ. Certain sections had cracked or caved in, and a fine dust with tiny sparkling shards of glass had collected in the cracks and depressions. A dull black fire hydrant stood on the curb, midway between the entrances to the two storefronts. Was the main entrance, 226 number. Dita का entrance मचा मजी प्राय 26 एक दुकान टा matchless gift. The door opened into a parlor lined with mailboxes and intercoms, and then a locked door opened into the hallway leading to the stairs or back to the courtyard. To the left of the gift shop window was this front door. And a dark wooden frame holding a full-length pane of glass. Gift shop left door ta thila, ଆଉ ସେଇ frame ଥିଲା जोटा धरथिला गोटे काठ frame. The door opened into the long narrow storefront which was now completely bare. Just inside to the right of the door, a platform exceeding beneath the display window was just the proper height for a seat. At the far end of the bare dingy room, two grimy paned windows covered with the bars opened into the courtyard. तो से रूम रो एंड पटे जो पटे माने प्रभात बसथान सब बटे तो तार जस्ट साइड रे गोटे डोर थिला जोटा खोल थिला गोटे बगीचा कोर्टयार्ड. To the left of the left hand window was a small sink. Scheduled sink madhya thila fixed to the outside of the very small toilet closet. Chote toilet like glass sink ta whose door faced the front of the store. Bathroom ta dekha hutla se mane empty cupboard bhale tha epata bathroom sepata courtyard khulthi. A door on the store's left wall connected to a hallway that led into the courtyard. The courtyard was paved with concrete geometric sections encircled with shrub gardens and tall trees. There was a picnic table on a cement bird bath and a bird house on the pole, and near the center of the courtyard were two shrub gardens. The courtyard was bordered north and south by high walls, and front and back by the two tenements. The patch of sky above gave relief. तो ये भले सेटा थिला. अच्छा हमें देखी थिले कि आर्थर से जो 26 सेकंड एवेन्यू को समाने रिनोवेट करथिबे सेटा देखिने ना देखले
ना देखिने
और तो बता देखिबा इंग्लिश को
Swamiji, where are you going?
I have to sell some books. Tomorrow is Sunday. there is not enough money for the feast.
But Swamiji, I don't understand. Why do you have to go out and sell books just so you can feed all these people?
No, I am not feeding them. Krishna is. I am only distributing his remnants.
Swamiji, I live in my own apartment. I don't have to worry so much about money. In fact, I eat here almost every day. The least I can do is help you financially. Here, please use this in the service of Krishna.
Thank you very much. See, the most important thing about cooking is that you have to remember that you are cooking for Krishna. There are so many things that can be prepared by vegetables, grains, nuts, milk, and Krishna accepts foodstuff prepared with these ingredients. Krishna never accepts non-vegetarian foodstuff. Have you washed the vegetables?
Yes, Swamiji.
Now that the dal has been cooked, we have to chaunce it. I will show you how to chaunce it. We have to take a pan.
Chunka.
Then we have to put some ghee in it. We have to put some cumin seed. These are sliced ginger.
Jeera.
And these are green chilies. Cut them and put them in the ghee. We add 1 or 2 seeds of cardamom. Now fry them till the ginger gets golden yellow and some smoke comes out. Then you put this cooked dal in it. Then you see it will give a very good taste and flavor to it. So, these so-called scholars, they are misleading the people by their nonsense interpretations of Bhagavad Gita. I can give you a practical example how things are manipulated. Our president, Mr. Goldsmith here, he knows how expert lawyers, by their interpretation, can do so many things. When I was in Calcutta, there was a law on rent tax passed by the government. An expert lawyer, by his interpretation, changed the whole thing. So the government had to reenact a whole law because their purpose was foiled by this lawyer. Similarly, several unauthorized persons are trying to foil the purpose of Krishna, and that must be stopped. Therefore, we have to establish a spiritual organization.
तो आज ये थाउ तापरे हमें केमिति प्रॉपर नेम देबे एटा इस्कॉन बोली सेटा हमें नेक्स्ट टाइम सुनिबा हरे कृष्ण ଆମେ ପଢିବା ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେଇ ପାଠଟା ତାପରେ ଆମେ ସେତେବେଳୁ ସେଇଟା ଶୁଣିବା। जगतगुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
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 हरे कृष्ण।